Welcome to episode 4 of our Sky Princess Norwegian Fjords vlog series. In this episode we visit the beautiful Norwegian village of Skjolden, we show you what basic groceries cost in Norway, and we show you more of what the Sky Princess has to offer in the way of dining, entertainment and outside space. Skjolden is situated at the end of the Southampton Fjord and is 130 miles or 209 kilometres from the sea, making it the longest navigable fjord in the world. Skjolden has a population of just 300, and this is the view that greeted us this morning.
So after admiring the lovely views and sitting on the balcony when Paulie eventually got up.
Oh, I think what you failed to mention is I actually got up at 7 minutes past 6 to watch the sailing. But I only lasted 3 minutes and then I went back to bed.
Yes. Yeah, I suppose, yes. It was a token.
So this was the thought that counts, but...
But anyway, so we headed up to the fresh marketplace for our...
And there's this meal they do. And it's quite exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't see it often.
It's called breakfast. Yes. And we finally made it to a breakfast.
We did. And it was good, wasn't it? Good selection.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, lots of whatever you wanted, really, wasn't it?
There was some very strange things. Like, they had rice pudding at one thing I saw.
Yeah,
rice
they did.
Pudding? Who has rice pudding for breakfast?
Well, some people do, I guess.
Yeah.
But we had our normal bacon sandwich.
I had a home-built bacon sandwich, and I had some blueberry muffins. And I have to say, the blueberry muffins. We've spoken about blueberry muffins before on
Princess,
and they are delicious.
They are. And then after that, the buffet restaurant is on deck 16.
Yes.
So we then had a walk at the back of the ship and just a walk around the ship to admire the views, and we'll show you that here because it's just like, wow.
Yes.
We can't believe the weather that we've had for this cruise, have we, Paulie?
It's been absolutely ridiculous.
It has been in the fjords, and it's been so hot and sunny. And Skjolden was no different. Skjolden. Skjolden. So we hadn't booked any excursions. We just we knew that it's only a very small place. We just wanted to get off and have a good walk around. And we walked all the way around, I guess you call it village.
Yeah.
Over the bridge. And like I say, the views, I don't think you have to say much about it. I think we just need to show you why cruising to Norway is just fantastic.
We would never ever tire of cruising in the fjords.
No, exactly. It is beautiful. If you're expecting Skjolden to have like lots of shops and things to buy, and it's a very sleepy little village. It's got a co-op actually, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got a co-op. No log flumes or roller coasters or anything
Nothing
like that. No.
Just a very pleasant area to walk around. We actually went into the shop, into the co-op, and bought ourselves. Well, we'll show you now actually, because we took a video, because we also discovered something new on our camera, didn't we?
On Carole's phone, it was.
Yes.
I think it's going to revolutionise the world of blogging.
Well, maybe ours, but here it is. Right then, look at us.
Look at that. Carole's had this phone for, 15 years? No, she hasn't had it for that long. But about an hour ago, she said, I wonder what that means, dual recording.
I know.
And
So you can see us,
yes.
and you can see the ship.
Yes. How cool was that?
Yes, it's amazing. So we're in Skjolden today, and as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. So let's just pan
If you've
round.
ever wondered why lots of people go on cruises to Norway,
Yeah,
this is
why.
one of the reasons.
Just have a look at this.
It could be both sides, couldn't I?
We've also just been to the shop, and we've bought, very excitingly, if you want to show the lovely people that, Paulie.
We've got a bottle of pop.
A bottle of pop.
This is what I'm excited about.
Yes.
Because we don't know what this is.
Well, we love a dime bar.
We think it's dime sweets.
Yes. So we're just going to have one of those. It cost both those £4.11, which actually we didn't think was too bad, did we? It's like a Rolo, but in a dame form. Oh. What are they like? Awesome.
Delicious.
Yes, so there we are.
Oh my god,
that is delicious. So we're here till 4 o'clock, and then we're cruising back through the fjords and back up to not back, we haven't been there yet, up to Olden. So we're just loving being back in Norway, aren't we, Paul Morgan? It's absolutely stunning. So if you've ever had any doubts about booking a Norwegian Fjords cruise, as Paul said, don't book it now. And we'll catch you later. So how awesome is that?
Yes.
That's it. It's very exciting.
Very exciting.
But back to the co-op. We took some pictures of some of the produce and that here. So we'll show you how much, if you're looking at going grocery shopping when you're on a cruise, this is what you'll be paying.
Because, I mean, that's the sort of thing, when I go cruising, top of my priorities, you know, it's not excursions or wonderful meals, it's how much is a cauliflower going to cost me.
Some people would be buying Diet Coke, then, won't they, to bring back to the ship?
I thought that was just
I thought it was
mad.
a bit odd, because there's plenty on the ship.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's a little bit about the pricing in Norway.
After a lovely walk around the village, us, along with the rest of the passengers, scurried quickly back to the ship.
So after a fabulous day in Skjolden, we headed to the Sunset Bar.
Skjolden.
For
sail away. The only drawback with this beautiful weather is all the blooming people on here. They just want to lie all around on the decks, don't they? By the pools getting in our way when we're trying to do some video in, which I think is very selfish, to be honest.
It's lovely seeing everyone relaxing in the sunshine. But yeah,
the bar staff are just like on triple time. They're trying to go so fast. But
I want to say something about the service actually, because we've talked about our app. Our app is not, the app for this cruise is not working. Wi-Fi is very sketchy. That has been disappointing, but we've tried to sort of, I think you have to come on when things don't work. We've learnt with Paul, instead of getting Mr. Angry, just leave it alone. And what it is, though, isn't it? Because you just get in such a pickle.
What I can't believe is, before we started doing this video, Carole, before we started doing any video on a Princess cruise ship, because it seems to be the same, she said, for Christ's sake, mate, just let it go about the app. And I'd forgot all about it until now.
But I wanted just to mention the service,
yes, the service
because actually we have had superb service on board. There's plenty of staff around, and we like that. We like to speak to people and have some banter, so we're not fussed that that side of the app's not working, as long as when you want a drink or you go to the buffet or you're in the dining room. We've had exceptional service at the bars, exceptional service in the dining room, and at the buffet. Everyone's been brilliant.
It's all been good.
So no complaints there whatsoever. We met the guys that we've been spending time with on here, isn't it? And we just you sat chatting most of the time while I was
I was like a blogging widow, really, because I was left in charge of all the bags while everybody set cameras up to get good views. I'm just sat on a table like Billy No Mates. The only time anybody came over to me was if any drinks had been delivered.
You were chatting to Gav? Yeah, a nice chat with Gav.
Yeah, but only because he was waiting for drinks to be delivered.
No. So, and the sail away from Skjolden was just beautiful.
It was lovely, yeah.
And before we knew it was time for dinner, wasn't it?
It was.
So we met Bob and Holly and Jackie and Alfie, and gate crashed there, booking again. The dining room is very accommodating. If you go there, we couldn't get on the app, like we said at the start of this cruise, but actually just go there, speak to someone, and they will actually try and fit you in if they can.
We've been going there like bang on 6 o'clock, so very early, and I think with the lovely weather, there's been a knock-on effect, because I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, well, I don't really want to go and eat at 6 o'clock because the weather is so beautiful, I'd rather stay out on deck. So that has worked in our favour, because we haven't managed to get a book
that's
in.
a good point, actually.
And the restaurants in very, very early opening in dinner time have been very quiet.
Yeah.
And I think that is down to the weather. It'd be interesting, not that I want it to rain, but it'd be interesting to see if it was a horrible... But it's not going to rain, is it? It'd be very interesting to see how busy they do get if the weather changes, but that's not going to happen, so we won't know.
No. So back to dinner, and again we had fantastic service, didn't we? I had a double starter, didn't I? They do these fantastic chicken bites. If you ever see it on the menu on a Princess cruise, get it, and it's got a chili sauce and sesame chicken bites, and oh my god. Awesome. And I love French onion soup, so I had that for my starters, and it was delicious.
But obviously, double starters.
You had the same.
I did not.
You did. You had chicken bites and prawn cocktail.
Well, it's not the same as you, is it?
It's double.
It's double starter, yeah. But
And yours was good again too, wasn't it?
It was lovely, yeah.
I then went for Grandma's coq au vin, which was delicious, but it was like obviously red wine and chicken and mashed potato, but I was stuffed because French onion soup is always very filling.
Because of double starters.
Because of double starters.
Yeah.
So I didn't manage it all, but it was very tasty. You went for the steak, didn't you? Was it rib? Prime rib.
Prime rib.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it looked like it was a little bit under for me, but it was delicious. Yeah, really nice. So.
And then because I was so full up, I thought, I'm not going to have pudding. And then the pudding menu arrived, and I had a little bit of carrot cake, and that was lovely. You had a chocolatey pudding thing.
I had like a chocolate and banana and something mousse with.
Yes, that's right.
With some extra ice cream.
Yes, that you only ate one.
Well, I only wanted one ball of ice cream really, but she bought me 2.
Yes, but she was lovely, wasn't she?
So I put the other in my pocket and had it later, didn't I?
Ah, dear. So with dinner done, we thought, let's go to Princess Live, because there was a few quizzes on, and we hadn't done a quiz for a couple of days, have we? And I went out to just take some photos. You went and got a seat, didn't you? And I got bumped into, I want to give a shout out to Pam from Baltimore. I got chatting to her. She follows our channel. Got chatting to her while we were looking outside, and she came and joined us to do the quiz, which was lovely.
She did.
So that was lovely catching up with you, Pam. So that was brilliant. The quiz.
And to be fair, Pam fitted in perfectly with the rest of our team because we were rubbish.
She helped. She was helpful.
She helped, yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
very
in all
helpful.
fairness, any help would have been gratefully received.
Well, 50s and 60s is a bit before our time, isn't it?
Well,
and it was you got. I didn't really participate. You got 21 out of 30, wasn't it?
yeah, but somebody got 29 out of 30.
I know they did.
Yeah, so.
And then we just thought, well, should we go to the piazza and just sit and have a chat, or wait for the yes and no game? And I thought, I don't know about the yes and no game, but oh my God, if you ever see it advertised on Princess, go and see it.
It is exactly as it sounds.
Yes.
You get up on stage. They give you sort of 10 or 15 seconds just to say who you are and get your yes no's out your system, and then once they count you in 3, 2, 1, the clock starts.
Yeah.
And you've got to go. I don't know what the period of time was because the clock was a bit weird, but you got
4 minutes.
Oh, you've got to go 4 minutes without saying yes or no, and you're only allowed to. They'll let you nod your head a little bit, but they'll give you like a final warning. I mean, one guy got up and he lasted 4 seconds.
It was with Paul and Oz, the cruise director, assistant cruise director, and they are brilliant.
Oh, they're mad.
They are mad. Just the banter and
master technicians. They are.
They
definitely,
are. They are. So that was brilliant fun. So we were roaring, weren't we? That was really, really brilliant. And then we decided to head to the piazza. So we headed to the piazza, and it's always hard to get seats because it's a really popular area, but we managed to get some, didn't we?
We did.
Which was great. And we were sat there, and I got to give another shout out to Elaine and Graham Burrell, because they were just brilliant fun, weren't they? Come over and watch our channel. So there you are, Elaine. What did you say? We had such a laugh. Lovely lady and gentleman who are up for a bit of fun.
But we can't put in the video that I called her a foghorn.
Foghorn, yeah.
First time we met on the cruise, we were just doing a piece to camera. We thought, like a little quiet area by the left, just doing a piece to camera, and Elaine appeared from nowhere and shouted and completely ruined our video.
No, brilliant.
But she's lovely. Yes.
Yeah, so it was great to meet you both, and hopefully we'll see you around the ship. But
I'm sure she'll spoil another video before we get off.
Brilliant. And then we were joined with Bob and Holly and Instant Abroad, and then the cruise monkeys turned up, and Brits on a ship, and the cruise boys, and we were going to go and see the comedian, weren't we? And time just went because we were chatting, and we missed it sadly, which was a shame because he was brilliant on the first night. Yeah. He's due to do a late night, isn't he? So we need to.
And I did bump into him yesterday as well. And he promised, because he picked on me the first night. Yeah. And he promised that he wouldn't pick on me. But as it was, he didn't have a chance because we didn't make it, unfortunately.
But we just got busy chatting. Yeah. Time just goes, and time's going so fast.
Yeah.
So we sat in there and we said, right, let's be sensible. We've got Olden tomorrow. Let's have an early night. So we're up early for the sailing, because sailing to Olden is magnificent. And we eventually left there at 1:30 in the morning.
Yes.
We got no willpower up there.
No, none whatsoever.
But it was a great fun night. We just had such a good laugh. So there we are. So Skjolden was delightful.
Skjolden. Skjolden, I don't know.
Yeah. So, next stop, Olden.
Yes. And that is Olden.